Welcome to the Tuesday Tea, everybody. My name's Maddie.
I'm Carly.
And this week's episode is so exciting because we're doing our very first Mister of the Month. Would you like to tell them about your idea, Carly? Because it was your idea.
Oh, it was just so fun. I just was thinking maybe like a year or two ago, I feel like there are so many wonderful podcasts that interview so many women we all want to know the tea about.
Yeah.
And get all just like the dirt and ask just like the questions that we all want to know, but we don't ever get just from like proper interviews.
Yeah.
And Alex Cooper does a really good job asking those questions typically for women. And so I was like, we need something for men.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Maddie about that when we were dreaming up our guests for the Tuesday Tea podcast. And I was like, we should do something where we bring in a guy and get the guy's perspective on relationships and heartbreak and faith and
like the
doubt.
Juicy stuff. Like
yeah.
If, for example, we're interviewing an athlete, let's say, we're not going to ask him about his home run record.
Surely
we're going to be
not.
asking him, have you ever cheated on a girl? Are you dating anyone?
How do you stay loyal?
Yeah.
Like, when all these women are in your DMs. Like, just get the stuff that we don't normally get from guys.
The tea, if you will.
And so, yeah, that's what I proposed, and we kind of ran with it, and today is the first one.
Yeah, we're filming in this like local communal workspace too called the Malin, if you guys are watching. Mm-hmm. It is so beautiful in here. I wish that this is what our set looks like all the time. I know.
It's stunning.
It is so pretty. So if you guys live in Nashville, you should check it out. But we're so excited. So our first Mr. Drum roll, please. Would you do the honors?
You might know him from TikTok. He's tall like me, but a little bit taller.
Yes. His name is Tyler Bergantino.
Yep.
He is the height guy on TikTok. So he does videos of like, he goes up to people on the street and he's like, how tall are you? And he interviews them. Mm-hmm. Is that how you saw him at first?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think it hit my For You page because TikTok knows I'm huge.
Yeah, because you're so tall.
I'm so huge.
I wonder if our Tuesday Tears know how tall you are. Like if they would guess that you're tall from listening to the podcast.
Yeah, we brought a measuring tape. I honestly haven't measured myself since high school, so I'd actually be curious how tall I am. But I am like 1 centimeter under 6 foot last time I measured. So I'm a big gal.
So you're 6 foot basically.
Yeah.
I love that for
but
you.
I don't say it. I usually say 5'11" and 3/4.
Yeah.
Or 7/8.
Yeah.
How tall are you, Maddie?
I think I'm like 5'6".
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 5'5.5".
She's the perfect height.
Wow, that is not true.
You are.
You are the perfect height. You're like a model.
Oh, dear.
I usually wear heels like almost every single day unless I'm wearing sneakers, like some sort of little mini kitten heel. Mm-hmm. But today I wore flats. And I was like, really? On the day where I'm around two super tall people, I wear flats? Like I'm going to feel so short.
Yeah, you will.
But I saw him for the first time from his breakup video. It blew up because he recently went through this like very public breakup, which we will get into, don't you worry. And I was like, who is this guy that's posting
Why am I seeing his heartfelt message out to the world?
Yeah. So we're going to do a little chit chat with him and it's going to be fun.
I can't wait. Let's dive in.
Let's do it. Welcome our very first Mr. of the Month, Sir Tyler. Yes. Should we start with the elephant in the room?
Sure.
How tall are you?
6'9".
6'9".
Yeah.
Huge.
On a good day or every day, would you say?
I'd say on like a well-rested day.
Okay.
I'm stretched a little.
Well-rested?
Yeah.
You stand up straight?
Yeah.
Good
and
posture?
The posture is important. Because
okay.
if I don't sleep good, my neck's like bent over and then I look like a hunchback like that.
Yeah, I see.
So,
what kind of mattress do you have?
A king. A king, but my feet still hang off. Yeah.
California kings are...
I think wider. No? Longer?
I don't know.
I should know this.
You should know.
Yeah, this should be something I'd be researching, but I get to sleep like on a cot. I'm a pretty solid sleeper.
Okay.
So, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to Nashville, too. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited about this. Mr. of the Month. I like this.
Yeah,
this is
you're the Mr. of the Month.
Okay, here we go.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to the hot seat.
Right, hot seat. Yeah, it is a little warm over here.
So, let's start off. Yeah. Where are you from?
I live in Greenville, South Carolina. Originally from a little north of Tampa, Florida.
Okay.
But yeah, Greenville, South Carolina is home base for me right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
And how old are you?
31.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And you do TikTok full time?
Full time TikTok, some Instagram, and then I'm starting YouTube.
So okay.
Dabbling into some YouTube.
That's exciting.
Yeah. I'm very excited for it. YouTube is like my favorite thing ever.
Yeah.
I don't watch TV. I don't watch movies. Well, I watch movies, but I don't watch really anything other than YouTube. It's just
Really?
constantly on YouTube.
Who do you watch?
I watch a lot of like watch content or like film theories. I do a lot of that. I'll watch, kind of like what's going on in the world podcasts. I mean, podcasts are huge. So, like I love podcasts. So hard to beat.
Well,
a good
the
pod.
Tuesday Tea is your favorite
Yeah,
podcast.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
yeah.
Of course.
Come on, the tea on Tuesday tea. Come on.
Let's go.
When you said watch content, what is that?
Like watches.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I love
What are you
watches.
watching about watches?
That's so
Everything.
niche.
It's very
like
niche.
how
I
you
know.
put them together?
Like, no, I can't build a watch. There's no shot. But it's basically like just the different types of watches and different brands and things like that because I'm obsessed with watches. I've always have been.
Really?
So, yeah.
What's your favorite watch?
This one. This is my favorite watch ever. But I really like Rolex, Tudor, Cartier. I love Cartier too.
Wow,
Yeah.
bougie.
Always
Very,
loved watches. Oh my
What kind of
gosh.
watch is that?
Rolex Wimbledon.
You have a Rolex?
A Wimbledon. Have you
Yeah.
been to Wimbledon?
I have not.
A dream.
How
But-
much is that watch, would you
Ooh,
say?
good question, good
this
question.
one, I mean, I don't know about retail, but I got it for 11,000, and then, but it's like I got a steal on it. This one's probably like
Steel.
12 or 13. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
My heart just did a small palpitation.
Do you have any $11,000 jewelry?
No,
That
Amazon
is
all the way.
crazy.
It was like a forced savings account. Like over the last 15 years, watches have kept their value more than real
That's
estate.
true. It's
So,
kind of
yeah.
like a Chanel, if you will.
He's
like
Exactly.
preparing for the
Yeah.
apocalypse.
it holds its value.
Yeah, exactly.
And then if it's
Right.
vintage, it's almost better.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Because they're not making any more of them.
Exactly.
So I like doing that. I like thinking about like, okay, what's this brand doing? What's that brand doing? What is this guy rocking? And now that I'm out and about, I can like look at other different watches, and it's a great conversation starter.
Yeah,
So,
that's cool.
yeah.
I actually
Wow.
met a guy once who was a watch writer. Like
Sorry?
he writes about watches for different outlets and stuff.
Yeah.
And he made bank. And I was like, that is so like such a specific
Yeah.
job. Like how do you even get into that? But
Watch
he's-
writing.
Yeah.
Huh.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow. I'm fascinated. Can I
Yeah.
see it?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Don't take
Oh,
it.
doesn't- just don't drop it.
Oh my gosh.
It's nice.
And it
it's
works?
very subtle. It's
It
not super
works.
flashy.
Do you use it? Do you check the time on it?
Every day?
You
Wow.
actually do?
Yeah. Except for it's an hour back because I was in Greenville, but
Oh,
yeah, an
heck.
hour ahead. Yeah.
my
Okay.
gosh.
So you're a big watch guy.
Very big
Love
watch
that.
guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And so you do TikTok full time.
TikTok full time.
We talked about it earlier before you came.
Mhm.
You're known as the how tall are you guy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or the
so-
size 16 shoe guy. Whatever.
Size 16
Size
shoe.
16.
Yeah.
Do you have to get those custom made?
I can't even get them custom made. The only thing I can get is Forces. But like I have a bunch of Air Forces already, so like I don't really want them. New Balance is good with it. Sometimes Jordans are really good, and then Vans, like ironically enough.
okay.
So
What do you do for dress shoes?
it's a great question. I've
So-
like had the same dress shoes like my
Oh
whole
my
life.
gosh.
Do you just
So-
post about your shoes? Like, I'm going to go shopping as a 16.
Searching for size 16 shoes.
Yeah.
All right, guys, today we're going to go into Ross or Marshalls or something, or the Nike
Yeah.
factory outlet, and then just basically come shopping with me.
I'd
And then,
watch it.
Yeah. It's kind of fun though, because it's
Yeah.
just like, what about these? What about these? And it's like a little mini minute and a half long shoe shopping experience that I never really have luck with. But I did just have luck in Miami. So got a
Nice.
size
What'd you
16.
get?
Jordan 2s that are this certain collab that apparently are really nice. They were $250, but like they're $300 retail normally. So like,
Nice.
it's like
Nice.
yeah.
So, would you say a majority of these people that follow and watch you on TikTok are people that resonate with your height and your shopping experience, or just people that are fascinated by it?
I think it's people who like enjoy the circus. You
Uh,
know what I mean? Like, it's just like, wow,
They're
this
like,
guy's
"Dance,
huge.
monkey."
What's that like? Yeah, right, exactly. So it's like that. And then I think that there's a lot of people who are following me who are tall, who are having similar problems, and they're kind of seeing me interact with these problems and try to find a solution to it. Or just maybe just complain and they have somebody that is going through the same thing as them.
yeah.
So
Okay.
I have the best followers. Like, I can't even tell. Every time someone comes up and is like, "Hey, I watch your TikToks," they're just the sweetest people. I can't thank them enough, and I'm just so grateful that they're just real human beings. And it's not just these people who are trying to follow me for clout and doing all this stuff. It's just they're like genuine human beings that like what I do.
Yeah.
And like, that's the coolest feeling. Like
Yeah.
you watch my videos, like that's nuts. Like, thank you.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the
Yeah.
craziest thing.
It is cool.
Probably so surreal. When did it switch for you that you were like, I want to take this seriously?
Or like, how did you like start posting, or when did you start posting?
COVID. Y'all know that like the dun dun dun.
Oh my gosh!
Remember
Yeah,
that?
You were
yeah.
a dancer?
No. my like first ever TikTok. Well, technically it was like my second TikTok. I did a song about the pandemic and everything.
You wrote a song?
Yeah.
What do you mean you did a song?
Can you sing for us?
How does it go?
I'll give you a beat.
Yeah.
That's the only beat she
The
knows.
finger snap. The
That's
finger
what we
snap is
do
crazy.
every week. It's Carly's carols. She
Yeah.
sings us a song.
Yeah.
I could like, I'll send it to you guys. It's literally like the first one ever. And like, it didn't really do anything. I think it got like, I don't know, maybe like 100 views or 200 views. And then I did the second one where I was like, dun, 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 and then I hit my hand on my ceiling.
And you're like, genius.
And I was like, ooh. And like, I was like that. And then my dog like looked up like that and got like 150K views. Like,
that was your
like
second video?
That was my second video ever. And I was like, I'm going to try this out. And then had 5,000 followers. And then I was doing like 5,000 calorie Chick-fil-A challenges where I was like,
whoa.
I was all over the place. I didn't really have my niche, but then I just kept growing to 10,000 and then 20,000. Then I was like, wow, this is crazy. And then hit 100,000. And then I was like, okay, I want to hit 1 million. And that's when I knew I was like,
oh my gosh.
I want to hit 1 million for sure. And then it took me 3 years to hit it, but
3 years.
hit it.
Oh yeah, I guess COVID was a hot minute ago.
Yeah.
So
maybe 4 years.
when did you were working in sales before, right?
Software sales.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long were you doing TikTok before you quit your sales job?
So I quit my sales job in 2024.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, you
Like
just
4
quit.
May. Yeah. It's like I was, working on my 401k. I was sending emails left and right. I was going on sales calls. I got insurance now, but I got to pay for it. Like it's different. I was working with them for about 1.5 years, and even like my boss was like, "Hey, you need to take this seriously." He's like,
"No way,"
because the Bachelorette had called me like a year into my job, and I was like, "Hey, this might happen." He's like, "I will pay." He's like, "You can have paid time off." He's like,
"Wait,
go do
to
it."
be the Bachelor or to be on the Bachelorette?"
On the Bachelorette.
Who was the Bachelorette?
I have no idea.
Why didn't you do it? Or did you start?
That was in 2024, I think. 2023 or 2024. It was one of those. And like they were like calling me. He's like, "You need to go do this. Like, I'll give you paid time off." And I was like, this guy believes in me. Like, that's really nice to hear. And even after I quit, I was like, "Hey, I'm going to stay on for another 2 weeks, but I really need to do this because like I'm 30. This is something that I have to pursue. Otherwise I'm going to regret it." And literally all my bosses were like, we agree with that decision.
Oh, that's awesome.
We don't want to hold you back. Like, you need to do this.
Wait,
like,
so why didn't you do the Bachelorette?
They didn't call me back after that. Oh. They call me like every year. It's just like one of those things where like they're just like, "Hey, do you want to do it?" And like, I'll go do an interview or do something here. Same with like The Circle, Love Island.
I'm sorry, you've interviewed for all those shows?
They call me. I'm like, "Hey, would you be interested?"
How did they get your number?
Logistically, how are they calling you?
I don't even know how they get my number. I know that I'm in a couple different casting agencies because I used to I was in like a couple movies and stuff. So I know I'm in some casting agencies and I have the same number since
what do you mean you were in movies?
Okay.
What is this life?
I was just doing, so after, yeah, my life's all over the place.
No, this is so fun.
I grew up playing basketball, played D1 at UMass, and then played professionally in Italy. And after Italy, I didn't really know what I wanted to do because I got injured really quick. And they said, "We need your car, we need your apartment, we need you out by Monday."
Oh my gosh.
So I came back and like I hid. Like I was living with my mom in the garage, and I was like scared to like even walk outside because it was like I'd go to Publix. Y'all got Publix here? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. All right, cool. Publix is the best. The grocery store, for y'all who don't know what Publix is. But I went to the food store and there'd be like somebody who comes up and "Tyler, I thought you were in Italy." And I'd be like, "Yeah, well, I was. I got injured." And they're like, like I was like the hometown dude that everyone was cheering for. And like I just felt like I was letting everybody down. So that was really hard for me to come to terms with. So I drove up to Georgia. There was like an Avengers casting call. And I was like, let me see if I can just go be an extra in the movies because I'm a huge fan of the Marvel movies. Yeah, and then they ended up calling me, and I was in Thor Ragnarok as this big alien guy.
Stop.
Okay, I'm looking up your IMDb.
Yeah, look up Gladiator number 11.
I'm on it. Hold on.
Look up what?
I need to see you as an alien.
Yeah, I have like the pictures and stuff too. I still have like, I probably shouldn't say this, but I have like these little like, they give you these little Velcro stickers that they use to make the CGI.
Yeah.
And I still have a couple of those.
Was it so fun? What was it like?
It was awesome. Mark Ruffalo was there. Tessa Thompson kind of gave me the up and down. I was like, "What's up, Tessa?"
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Stop.
I mean, Chris Hemsworth's body double was there, not him. I was with Tom Hiddleston a lot, Robert Downey Jr. and Tom Holland right behind. And the craziest part, so we were on set and like Tom Hiddleston had just finished a scene and then Stan Lee walked in.
Oh my gosh.
Stan Lee walked in, was like from here to that window, like 20 feet away from me. And he's like, "Hey, everybody." And he was in his last cameo outfit that he was ever in. So I was like, dang. Like that was crazy. Lou Ferrigno was there. Everyone was just like right there. And
that probably felt so surreal for you, especially being a big Marvel fan.
Yeah. Because I have like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have all these guys that have their comic books. Like I've been trying to get his autograph. This is crazy.
Gosh.
Yeah. So
how long was the actual shoot that you were there for?
I was only there for like 2 days. It's a very small part.
Okay.
Like, I don't say anything or anything like that. It's just like I'm an extra. But I technically have a character in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, you do. That's cool. I
Put that on
couldn't
a
find it.
tombstone. Yeah, we need to see pictures of that. You need to start writing a book. Like, all these experiences are, I mean, you just met Shaq.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. That was crazy.
And that's all because of TikTok.
Yeah.
So, okay, when did you start doing like the height videos?
That's a good question.
Like interviewing people on the street,
Yeah.
I mean.
I think there was just this random dude. I think it was in Greenville too. There's a random guy. And I was like, hey, how tall are you? Because I was like, let me just get this going and like, let me see where he finds shoes. Because like, that was kind of my thing. It started out just me doing like tall skits. Like when she says she doesn't like tall guys. And it's just like me like with my head on the fridge like this, like just being sad or like taking a shower and the shower's like here, you know? And so like, it started out as like skits. And then it went to finding shoes. And then after that, I was like, well, let me talk to other tall people about finding shoes. And it just popped. And like, especially the content with tall girls, because there's not a lot of resources for tall girls. Tall guys, it's like, oh, he's a sports guy but like tall girls, there's not a lot of resources out there for it. So the tall girl interviews are always just like so powerful and so positive. And that was like my favorite thing ever. So I just was like, let me start doing street interviews. And sure enough, like now I'm how tall are you guy? Pretty sick.
That's so surreal. That's so fun. What's your favorite part about it?
Meeting new people.
Okay.
I love people. My favorite thing about all of this, of everything, is just the fact that I get to meet new people. Like I'll go to other places, they'll see my videos, I get to talk to them for 5 minutes and take a picture with. Like people are so amazing. People can be terrible, but if I genuinely feel like most people have good in their heart, and if you speak to that, you're going to get the best out of them, and then they get to be their true self with you too. So I love people.
Do you read the comments on your videos?
Great question.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Everybody says I shouldn't, but I do. I read them all.
Carly's the same way.
Yeah.
We had a
Can't
video,
look away.
like our first video go viral for the podcast, and a lot of the comments were a bit aggressive, and Carly read every single one, and she was responding to them saying like, be kind. I'm like, Carly, just don't even
remind her to be
read them.
nice.
I know. But I understand the temptation to read them.
Well, for me, it's a case study. Every video I put out there is a case study to see what people like and what people don't like. And if people are commenting how they feel, then I can take that information and adjust accordingly. But with replying, though, I can't.
Yeah.
Because some of these people, I'll be like, and get all angry at them and stuff. And then other people, I just want to like I'll probably reply 1 to 2 comments a video, maybe if it's something that's positive. And then I can add to it and then hopefully open up more conversation to where people can connect on there, because that's a cool part about social media is that in the comment section, I think the comment section is the most powerful thing, because now you can watch something, have your own opinion on it, and then go and say, what are other people thinking about this? And then you can start almost having like a little message board to where people can talk and connect on there, which I think that's going to be the next wave of social media. And that's what's going to really pop and determine what goes viral in the algorithm for sure.
Yeah.
So
the TikTok comments can be so funny too.
Oh my gosh. Like the funniest humans on planet Earth.
Yeah. Comedians.
Yeah. They're so good.
Like 10 out of 10 comments, one after another. And I'm like, dang, like there's some truly gifted people out there. And it's just such a good laugh. And you get like one person who's like, you're like, what are you saying, dude? And then you, all that positive emotion, you're just like, wow.
Is there anything you've learned about yourself that you weren't expecting to exploring this career and just like really diving into it?
I don't know if I've learned anything new. I've definitely had like confirmation, like the confirmation that I like an audience. Like I love when the camera's on me. In the day-to-day life, I feel like it's very uncomfortable being 6'9" and just like walking around, because I can't turn around a grocery store aisle too quick because there could be an old lady on the other side. It's like,
might knock
that
her over.
happens all the time. Yeah. And she's like, it's scared. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. So like I have to be very careful out and about. And I feel like I'm in like a cardboard world, but when the camera's on, I get to actually be me, and I don't have to feel like I'm in this big body or whatever. I can just be me, and that's my character, and I can just tap into that. And like, that's like the most real version of me. So that's the confirmation that I've gotten. And I've made videos since I was like 2 years old of just like me running around. My mom's video camera would actually have the tape in it, and just making little skits and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So like this has been what I've wanted to do my entire life. And then movies too. I really want to get into movies. That's a tough nut to crack.
That's cool though. That's such a good perspective, because I feel like normally for people, they're not as comfortable in front of the camera, and you just have to learn it, or you just never find that confidence.
Yeah.
But for you to be like, this is what I love about me, but also this is what the people want to see as well as you being authentic to yourself is so cool.
It is a gift for sure.
Yeah, that's a gift.
And it's like you have to perform.
Yeah.
And then you're allowed to perform. If I'm on all the time out in public, like it could be a little much. But when the camera's on, I get to actually, I'm allowed to perform. Same thing when I go to karaoke. Like it's like, oh, I can actually try to sing now, and I can try to work the crowd, and I can try to do this, and I can
not work the crowd.
Really, I'm always like that.
Strategy.
Yeah, and so like it's you're allowed to be more than you are, and that really excites me.
That's crazy. You don't get any anxiety filming.
Afterwards, I'm like. But during, I'm just so calm. I think it's just playing basketball. When you had big games, like I was always so calm. I just when the lights are on, I'm just like like I'm where I'm supposed to be. It's the leading up to it all that's scary. Yeah, just because you're just thinking a million thoughts. What could go wrong? What could go right? And then you don't want to think too positively because if it doesn't turn out that way, then you're let down. You don't want to think too negatively because you don't want to manifest that. You know what I mean? So it's difficult dealing with it in the beginning, but once you're there, then it's just like action, showtime. Yeah. So that's
good for you. You've taken the leap and you've landed in the place that, that you're meant to be, clearly.
Trying to.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah. It's been a journey, ups and downs, but it keeps going up, thankfully. So
the reason I saw you on Instagram was because I saw on TikTok I saw your breakup video.
Oh, not even the original.
No.
Okay.
I just saw the breakup video. I was like, who is this guy? I had no idea.
Out of context, that's probably so weird.
Yeah, it was, so but funny. It was like popping off. So I was like, this guy must be like, should I know who this is?
That's crazy.
So then I kind of dove deep into that.
Yeah.
But like as a rundown, you had a very public relationship, right?
Very.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this was your first relationship in the public eye?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like for me, I was like, nah, like I'm not posting anybody unless I get engaged and like I'm a hard launch and engage in a picture or something. Yeah.
So you never posted any girlfriends in the past?
I have before, but I was like younger. Like I was like 23 or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what is your dating history like before this public relationship? What did your dating look like?
Yeah, like I've had serious girlfriends. There were a couple that I thought could be the one, but then it just never worked out. Just
why?
I mean, sometimes people are for you, sometimes people aren't. Sometimes you grow close, you grow apart. Like I'm not one that's ever gonna like bash an ex, because like you were special to me, and that means something. Like the fact that we got to share a portion of our life together that's valuable. Like that's a big thing, especially like in modern dating culture too. It's hard to find people that are willing to take the next step with you. Just out of respect for the relationships that I've been in and the effort and energy that I put into those, and my exes put into those, like no need to bash it. So there's some times where things didn't work out and things weren't a clean break, but I mean it's just relationships. Like unless you're like married, like all the relationships just never really worked out, and there's always things you can point at them and at yourself too, and you're just like okay, well I'm gonna take what I like about this relationship. I'm going to take what I don't like about it, throw it out, but let me bring this, like, what did I like about this relationship? And let me look for that in the future. And then let me look for something that's going to counter what I didn't like in the past relationship. And so I can move forward and then not have to worry about that either.
Yeah.
So.
That's what Carly says. She always says, dating is like what do you say? An AT&T bar?
Oh, yeah.
You always go up. You're never going to go back down. Like every relationship, you're going to learn more and you're going to date someone that you're probably a better fit because you learned something from the last one.
And you know more about yourself. And the more you know about yourself, the more you know about your ideal partner, which is really cool.
Okay, so her name's Gabby, your public relationship. How did you guys meet?
We met on the street in Miami doing a tall interview. I told you the tall interview with the girls, it always does better. It got like 50 million views or something, and
So when you met her, were you like, oh, I like her immediately, or...
So we were vibing and like flirting and stuff. And then afterwards we talked for a little bit and it was like, like that's when I was like, okay. We should do a part 2 to this. Yeah. So
did you guys like immediately start dating after that, or were you like talking for a while?
It was 21 days. So 3 weeks after, that's when we started officially dating.
Oh, okay.
We were talking after
that's
that.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah.
And how long did you guys date for?
About 7 months, 6.5 to 7 months.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And
It was crazy because the breakup video was posted 7 months after the original video.
Oh, wow.
Like exactly 7 months?
To the day.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how old is she?
She's 22.
Oh, so she's a lot younger than you.
Yeah, which
okay.
is,
Yeah.
There's a lot of differences there. But
And didn't you guys win like couple of the year or something?
it was like, we were like in creators of the year.
Oh,
so,
okay, okay.
But yeah.
So did she do social media stuff too?
She was like starting out her page and everything, and she had done it in the past. So yeah, I mean, she was big, and she has like a marketing company, and so she was big into social media, and she saw the value in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was it like dating someone that you're creating content with? Because like,
oh yeah,
I've dated someone in the past and we did social media together and it was really hard. And like this last relationship that I had, I was like, I'm never even going to like post you at all. Like, I don't want any of my stuff to do with you because like I've talked to people that have been in relationships and marriages where like they started social media when they were dating and they got engaged and married and whatever. And then they've later on gotten divorced because they're like, it's work with your partner all the time. And you're always kind of putting on a show. And like even if it is authentic, there kind of has to be a point where it's not. It's like, you're like, okay, we need to do something for content today, babe. What are we going to do? And you just like, you can't really turn it off. Which I think in just our industry as a job is hard in general.
Yeah,
so like when it's combined with your relationship, I feel like that would just be really hard.
It definitely is hard. So there's pros and cons to it. Starting off with the cons, like, yeah, you could be bickering a little bit, or something could be happening, or you both aren't in a good mood or something. And someone comes, oh my gosh, I love you guys. Like, can we take a picture? And it's like, all right, smiles on. Or, hey, we haven't posted in 2 days. We need to post. Or, hey, we're hosting this. We need to be good. And then there's just an added pressure. And it's not something that anybody should search for, because relationships are work. Like, they're not all sunshine and rainbows. And when you have that, and then you add the pressure of performing, and your performance is based off of how cute of a couple you guys are. Damn. Like, what kind of whirlwind is that? You know what I mean? Because it could be great, and then it could be terrible, and it's just so up and down. Pro side to that is having somebody to just feed off of, and they feed off of you on camera, and you get to go do these things with your person. Like, that part was amazing. Like, that was the coolest thing in the world. Like, you got your girl, and then you get to go travel the world. You're going to do stuff. She loves what you do. I would edit this, and then she would be like, why don't we do this? On the edit, I'd be like, that's a great idea. And then vice versa. And we would just continue to build off of each other. So that was really cool. And that's something that it definitely is a luxury to have, because you have a built-in videographer, you have a built-in, co-host, you have a built-in somebody to give you extra eyes on edits and stuff. So that was probably the best thing about those social media relationships. And I've talked to other social media creators who are in relationships, and that's their favorite thing too, because they can just actually live their life, and it's not necessarily work, because it's work, but it's also it's fun. It's fun. Yeah. It's something that gives them joy, because they both have goals that they're both working towards. It's a team mentality. And I love that.
Yeah, that's true. Because I feel like if you're with someone who's not on social media, if you're like, oh, can I film this real quick? They might get annoyed if they don't get it,
right.
you know?
Yeah.
So that's true. That would be a good pro.
And even like, hey, can you film this real quick? And they like, don't know what
the
to
angles.
do.
Oh, it's
like, wait,
a
did
journey.
you capture this? Oh no.
Yeah.
That was the whole point.
So it's like, tough.
dang. Yeah.
So moving forward, are you wanting to date someone in social media?
Nope.
No? Never again?
Never again.
Okay.
Never again.
So you want a girl who doesn't even have a phone, or like, because that's honestly, that's what I want. I want a man who literally does not have a phone.
I want somebody who's like, doesn't look at followers and their reaction is importance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Doesn't put value on it. Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter. Like, it matters to me because I have goals and I have dreams that I want to do. But when it comes to somebody wanting me for me, I don't want my follower count to play any role in that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's hard. It's very hard because everyone just sliding into DMs or meeting, oh, I watch your videos, and it's just like, I wish I could just walk up to somebody and they'd be like, I have no idea who you are.
Yeah.
It's like, sick.
Yeah. And that's hard because so many people find their identity in social media these days. Like if they're not like faith driven at all. So that's a huge thing too.
For sure. Yeah. Everyone's scrolling to see who else is out there. and oh, what is this person doing? What's that person doing? And it's just this constant comparison. Comparison is a thief of joy. Like you can't be comparing yourself to everybody else. No, and why would you? You know what I mean? Then you completely take your own individuality out of it. So
Yeah.
And then it just, people have this facade that, oh, these people are living the best life because they have this many followers and they're doing all this stuff. But it's like, I can tell you right now from somebody who's living all this stuff, like, it's not easy. You still deal with the same stuff. I miss my dog. Like, do I love my life? Am I very thankful? Yes. Does that mean that it's sunshine and rainbows all the time? No. Like, I'm a human being. I'm an imperfect human being that also has battles that I'm going through. But the difference is that I have to smile through it, you know, which I'm pretty good at anyway. I like to smile. But
well, it's also just like immense pressure that normal humans don't experience and then have to perform. Like, everyone experiences pressure to a certain point, but that being in the limelight is completely different.
And being a creative under pressure is much harder as well. Like, I love pressure, but at the same time, when you have a deadline to hit, or you're like, oh, I haven't posted in 2 days, I need to post something out there. And then it's just, you're not doing it for creative sake. You're not using your imagination. You're just doing it because you feel as though you're responsible to.
Yeah, it like becomes work.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It's not,
right.
And it comes in waves, I feel like, at least for me.
100%.
It's like sometimes it's like, wow, this is so fun. I'm so inspired. I'm loving it. And then other times you're like, ugh, I would do anything to not film something right now. Like, I just don't want to talk about it.
100%.
Like, I went through a breakup recently and it wasn't super public because he wasn't like a social media person at all. But like during that time, I was like, I literally do not want to post on Instagram. Like, I don't want to talk about my life. I just want to live my life on my own. I don't want people asking me questions, asking me where he is. But yeah, then you get out of it and things get better and it's fun again. But it comes in waves.
Definitely. And it's really hard too when people are commenting like, oh, I miss you two together, da 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 da.
Yeah.
Like,
it's so annoying.
Yeah, like on my post, I know it was on her post, like, and then people try to like come after me and then come after her. I'm like, no, like, we're not doing sides here. Like, she doesn't deserve that. Like, I don't deserve that. Nobody deserves that. Just because it didn't work out, that doesn't mean that you have to attack somebody. That there's a bad guy in this. Sometimes there's just two nice people who just didn't work out, and that's okay. And when you move on, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So was there like a specific reason why you guys didn't work out?
There was a bunch of different little things that just built up over time.
Okay, so
just
it was
a bunch of little bricks that made a wall.
Yeah.
That fell over.
Okay. Wow, what imagery.
What imagery. So when you guys started dating, were you like, I think this is it? Because before you said, I won't post somebody until they're my fiance. But it probably all happened very fast because you guys are both creators. Yeah. Like, were you like, this is it, and then it wasn't? Or were the whole time you guys were growing together, you're like...
I thought it was divine intervention, like, for real. Because, like...
The breakup was divine intervention?
No. The meeting. The meeting.
Like, thank God.
There were so many similarities that we had in common that it just made no sense. And then the fact that, like, we meet and then everything's going on and, like, just one thing after another, I was like, there's no way this isn't supposed to be happening.
Sure.
And I think that's really what got me to be like, okay, I'm fully invested. Like, let's go, because this isn't something, like, people were saying that it was staged. And it's like, do you understand, like, the best of the best people who can stage stuff could not stage that. Like, there is no way that we could plan that out. Like, even if we had the best minds on it, you can't just spark that. It can't just unfold the way it did without it actually being genuine and authentic. So for me, I was like, all right, like, this is it. Like, this is a storybook. This is going to be an actual book one day. Like, Nicholas Sparks is paying attention to us right now, and he's going to write this. So for me, I was like, wow, I think this is, it's got to be meant to be.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where my head was at.
But then doubt started to come in and it just kind of built over time.
Well, yeah. And then it's just, when you're in a relationship and you start off and everything's good, but then the more you explore about somebody and the more they explore about you, you find differences. And sometimes those differences can breed resentment. And sometimes those differences can be really tough to deal with and be very, I don't know, just make you almost lose yourself a little bit, and that's something that I know she didn't want to compromise on. I didn't want to compromise on. And that's okay. You know what I mean? That's completely okay. Everyone wants to make it seem like one person's at fault, the other person's at fault. But it's like, no, like, sometimes it just doesn't work. That's okay.
Yeah.
So.
How long in your mind were you like, I actually don't know if this is what I thought it was going to be before you guys actually broke up?
Great question. It was a little while. It was, it was more like, I was talking about highs and lows, and that's kind of how it was throughout. The first, like, 4 months were great, but after that, then we started kind of, the 4 months is a great tell. And then after that, there was just a lot of different ups and downs that we had, and we had very serious talks, and just like, hey, like, what are we going to do about this? Because this is also our career right now, and I want this to work, and you want this to work, and we're going to try, but.
So do you feel like you were kind of staying together for your career at the end? For a
no,
little?
because we both made that very clear in the beginning. Just no, if this ever goes south, we always have to put the career second to the relationship. Always. And we were like trying to get like just do a vacation where we had no phones for a week. Like there was a bunch of stuff to where we were really trying, and it's just crazy. Like the whole thing is just crazy. Like meeting a girl online goes super viral. I'm here now, and it's just like I look back. I'm like, was that like a dream? Like what the heck was that? Like this is all crazy. And I'm talking about it, and I'm like, that was me. Like that was. It just doesn't. It seems so surreal.
Yeah, like a different life.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
So have you guys like talked since then, or was it like a clean break, no communication?
Just hey, best of luck to you. We all right. Haven't talked. Just chilling.
Yeah.
It's got to be hard. I was just thinking, like, to have those serious talks and probably know in the back of your mind this might not work, and then go out and continue to create content or go to events together is brutal.
Oh, torture. Yeah.
Brutal. Really, I mean, but also then you kind of gaslight yourself.
Right.
Maybe not gaslight, but you're like, okay, but every couple isn't perfect, and every couple goes through things, and everyone has to give and take, and there's compromise, and like, it's never going to be perfect, but it should be easy. And I think you should also be at peace.
Yes.
That like, this is my person, but that also ties into faith.
Peace is something that's what I'm chasing.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have the turmoil. I don't want to have the ups and downs. I don't need the super high highs.
Yeah.
I don't want the super low lows. I just want something like this.
Yeah.
Like that goes up over time.
Some people really love that though. Like they love the huge dopamine spike, and like they're like, that's where you get the butterflies and the feelings. And really it's like, we're searching for our best friend that we're running the same race for life.
Exactly.
And that's hard. That's really hard.
So you want to just find a girl on the street then who doesn't know, like in the
I
wild.
like the way that sounded.
Obviously,
Preferably on the corner.
Yeah, just in the wild, like that would be really cool. Yeah.
So people shouldn't be diving into your DMs, is what you're saying.
No, I mean I'm not like, unless you have some size 16s that you found.
Hey, I'm at the thrift store right now.
Yeah. I don't really I try to stay away from my DMs. I get some weird DMs.
Yeah, what kind of DMs? Walk us through that. What do they look like?
Well, it's actually so the girls are more like, hey, like I want to marry you. It's not like
good.
even like game. Then the guys are like, how much for your socks?
You've had those people?
Oh yeah.
You're lying.
Oh, all the time.
Have you
All the
done it?
time.
You should do
no.
it. I mean, that's free money.
You know what kind of money?
$1,500 for socks.
100%.
Heck no, because I know what they're doing with those socks.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
like that.
We've talked about that
But
before.
I'm like, you don't
We're
deserve this little sock.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to put you in that
No,
position.
it's a moral dilemma for sure. It's a moral dilemma.
Yeah, so I'm like, everyone I tell that to, they're like, dude, how have you not done it? I would have done it 10 times. That's $15,000. You're gonna.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Ah, man.
It's literally knowing what they're gonna do with it is so gross.
We just did an episode, The Weirdest Way I Made Money, and that was like a big
People
one.
did
Really?
that.
Yeah,
After they worked out.
Yeah, some girl was like, a guy at the gym paid me to send videos of us stomping on fruit or something like that. And another girl sold socks too.
Yeah, her gym socks.
Wow.
People are weird.
Yep, I will be holding on to my socks. Maybe throwing them in the trash after the gym.
Do you read all your DMs?
Oh no. I try to, like, if it's something where like I'll see a business or something like that, I'll open it up. But there's a couple times where I will just like randomly have an urge and I'll open it up and it's just like, hey, I just want to say thank you. Like my son's this tall and we never find shoes, but he's really blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
so
wow,
sweet.
like that's. And then I'll like reply and I'm like, oh my gosh, you just made my day.
That's the stuff that matters.
Yeah,
that's the best thing, and that's where I'm like, okay, cool, like this is for something, and I need to continue doing it for something, and not just because that's the thing with my content. I don't like it to be all on me. I'm the meeting between the audience and whoever I'm doing the video on, or whatever I'm doing the video about. So that's the way I like to position myself with that. Whereas I feel like a lot of the influencers now, it's just like, oh, look what I'm doing, look how special I am, blah, 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 blah. This is me. And I'm like, nobody wants that. Like influencer trend is dead. Like it's dying. Nobody wants to follow somebody because they're them just because they're them. People want to have things that are of value. And what do you do? Like, I think that's going to be the next thing. What do you do on TikTok? Like it's not who are you anymore. It's what do you do? And I love that.
Like you need to provide them with something.
Something.
value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, so I have one last question about relationships.
Mhm.
So moving forward, you said typically when you end relationships or when they don't work out, you like to bring things with you that you loved and leave things behind.
Yeah.
What would that be for moving forward right now?
Right now, for me, I really enjoyed the camaraderie and the teamwork. It's so weird when you're talking about emotions, especially like for a guy. We're talking about emotions. It's hard to like take the words out of a feeling and then be able to say it. So I like to use analogies, but the way her and I were like a team and we would tackle goals, I felt like there was nothing that could stop us when we were together. So like it was just ourselves. Like we were our own worst enemy.
Yeah.
So like with her, it was like, okay, cool. We could literally do anything we want. What do we want to do? Because we're not going to fail. So that confidence with your partner is something that to me, I was like, holy cow, like this is crazy.
Yeah, that's
So
really cool.
that would be the main thing that I would take away for sure.
What are you leaving behind?
There's a couple things I leave behind, but there was just a lot of compromise I feel like I made, and I don't want to do that anymore.
Like
So-
compromising on things you probably aren't comfortable compromising on?
Yeah.
Or you always felt like you were the one to compromise?
I mean, I'm sure she compromised some things with her too, but for me, I was just like, I can't. There was a lot of things that I let go that
Brutal.
I don't ever want to do that again.
Can you give us an example of one?
It was deep things. It was
Okay.
like little
Yeah.
some like personal things, and that's the thing. I don't like spilling the tea. You know what
Sure,
I'm saying?
sure.
Wrong podcast, not to spill the tea. But
No,
No,
it's private, and that's really
Yeah,
important. And
yeah,
obviously,
and-
if you know those things, that's all that matters.
because it's like in relationships, there's intimacy, and that for me goes beyond whether you're together or not. Like that's something like you feel confident with somebody and you have somebody's trust. Like just because we're not together anymore doesn't mean that I'm going to betray that. You know?
Of course.
So,
Yeah. Two
Okay.
more questions.
let's do it.
Have you had any exes come back, crawling
Ooh,
back,
Such a good question, Maddie.
ever since you've become TikTok famous?
Also, did you end the last relationships? Your
What do you
past
mean?
relationships? Like, were you the one that was like, this isn't it?
Uh,
Side note, sorry.
Yes and no. Like, I mean,
Okay.
in past relationships, yeah, like there's certain things where like, nope, this is a certain line I can't
Yeah.
cross. That's it.
Okay.
But then there's other times where it's just like, hey, this isn't working, is it? And it's like, nah, I'm not feeling it either. And you're just like, do we want to work on this? Like, is this worth it? And then you try for a little bit and you do like another test trial. And you're like, okay, well, let's give it our all one last time. And then you try that. And then it's just like something fumbles forward. And, and then you both kind of have that look in your eye where you're just like,
We know.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a sad look.
Yeah.
That's a very sad
That's a
look.
sad look.
Yeah.
I felt that.
But are there any girls that I dated in the past who are crawling back because I'm TikTok famous?
Mm-hmm.
There have been like a couple of my exes who have just been very friendly. Not like that, but like just like, hey, saw this, hope you're doing well. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, I know what you're doing, girl.
Mhm.
Just, come on, you had your chance.
You respond to them?
No. If you're my ex, like we dated, we tried it. I gave you my all. There's nothing left for me to give. You know, like I gave you my all. So it's going to stay over there now. Like I can't go back into that. I've learned my lesson. I dated this girl a couple years ago who I was just like, I kept going back to, and I was just like, what am I doing? And I learned my lesson. That's one of the things that I took from that relationship. It was, if you break up, don't go back. Uh-oh. Did I touch on something? Oh no, I don't know the lore. Oh no.
Okay, another DM question.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah, this is not my interview. Thank you.
Actually, can you guys
Yeah, switch
swap?
seats. Yeah.
Have you ever dove into anyone's DMs, like a celebrity or a girl?
Heck yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
Who?
Yeah. Well, like normally just swipe up on a story. Like a couple Sydney Sweeney,
Oh my gosh.
You're a
Not
Sydney
boy
Sweeney
if
guy?
I'm
Guy?
gonna shoot
done
high,
that.
like for sure. All right.
You just said you didn't want a gal in the limelight.
I don't, but I would
But
love
if
to
it's
like be
Sydney
like, what's up?
Sweeney.
Yeah. No, I'd love to just be like, hey, like how you doing? And like to have like an association. You know what I mean? Like that would be really cool. And then
What
like
do you mean an association?
like-
You're saying if Sydney Sweeney said, I want to go on a date, would you take her out?
I'd see where it went. But like,
boy
do
wouldn't?
I think like I'm not the type of guy who could date Sydney Sweeney?
Why?
Would you
Because
feel insecure?
I not insecure. I would just be like I don't want. Like I know when guys are watching her on TV, I know what they're looking at, and like I'll be like, I don't know,
Yeah,
like
it's a yucky
that
feeling.
makes me feel a little bit weird.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to do that. And then like I know she's had some scenes that I would be like, heck no. Like,
Yeah.
no. And maybe I'm a little too traditional for that, but like that's
I don't know how
for me.
people do that.
Yeah,
Like
I wouldn't be able to do that.
Spouses or significant others,
Mm-mm.
like they're like, no, it's just a job. It's like, okay, but you're literally giving your body over to
Yeah.
someone else for money. Like, I get it's a job, but
Yeah.
like that's not okay for the heart.
Yeah, no, and like, could you imagine? Like, I have to go to like the red carpet with Sydney Sweeney. I love how in this, I love how I'm dating Sydney Sweeney. All of a sudden.
So he's dating Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, but like,
Your purse.
I go to like the red carpet, and then I have to watch her and Glenn Powell, the most handsome man in Hollywood.
He's
like,
Okay,
not,
our hot
though.
take, we don't like him.
are you kidding? See, my hot take would be like Sydney Sweeney. I think Sydney Sweeney's a little bit overrated.
Yeah, we agree.
We agree.
Like Glenn Powell?
No.
Yeah, both
Oh
of
my
them.
gosh.
He's so short, and he's not that cute.
Height-
I don't
not
think
everything.
his face
But it's his
is
heart.
cute
His
at
heart's
all.
great. His heart makes him attractive
Yeah.
to me.
And
Nothing
his
about him is cute.
jawline, his abs. He has great skin.
Just physically, no. The heart makes him attractive, though, I would say.
We're not impressed.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
so Sydney
High
Sweeney.
standards over here on this couch. Okay.
Everyone has different tastes.
No, 100%.
Who else have you dove in?
Wait, so you've
dived in?
divin in
Divin.
Sydney's.
Yeah.
I think I swiped up on like a story. I was like, wait, that's so
Nice.
cool. Or like something like that. Like, I don't go into DMs where it's like creepy. Like,
Wait, that's so
it's
cool. It's
more
not
like-
going to get it, Tyler. You got to have something more catchy. Wait, that's so cool.
I don't know what I did. It was
I
probably
think
something
you have
cool.
to be forward and
I
say
love-
like, "Hey, I would love to take you on a
Hey,
date."
Sydney.
Hi, Sydney.
Yeah.
It's me.
Hey, Miss
Hi,
Sweeney.
sweet
Miss
Sydney.
Sweeney.
It's my sweet Sweeney. No, I do. I normally do like something that's a little bit creative or outside of the box, but it's something that's not. There's no pressure on it. It's just like I'm commenting about something or saying
Yeah.
something funny or like, hey, something about a dog or whatever, and then that's normally what I would do. But I haven't DM'd people like that. So
Okay,
yeah,
I have another
I've
question.
learned my lesson. Yeah,
Have you dated anybody since your breakup?
Great
I've been
question.
on dates.
How's
you
that
have?
going? How do you feel?
Good, actually.
Yeah?
Because like dating life is good. It's not like I'm like in love. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna test the wheelhouse. My mom's like, you got to get back out there. You're 31. I want grandkids. Da, da, da.
Ugh,
I'm like, okay,
brutal.
ma, like I got you. So going on dates and like it's going well. Like there's a couple cool girls that I had a good time with, and there's like one that I like, and I'm like, okay, well, just like.
Oh my
come and see.
gosh.
So are you like actively dating someone right now?
I'm not trying to rush into anything. I'm not
Okay.
like actively dating. I'm just kind of like, what's cool is like they all get it. You know, it's like they're like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, we were following the story. And I'm like, okay, cool. It's like everybody that I've been on a date with is like, they're like, oh yeah, 100%. Like, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. But this one that I do like, she's yeah, take your time, all good. Like,
How did you meet her?
no, we didn't meet on the street. We we were in college together, and then we like rekindled a little bit. And I was like, hey, how you doing? Da, da, da. I'm so sorry about all that. Da, da, da. And I was like, yeah. So it was something like that.
Huh.
So she dove in to
She
the
did.
DMs.
She must have.
She did, but I still don't know.
That's exciting, though. So do you feel like hopeful? Do you feel excited? Do you feel anxious?
I feel
Just overall.
I'm just kind of like going. I'm not putting any pressure on it. The moment you put pressure on it, and you're like, well, could you be the one? Then I'm like, before I was thinking that, you know, and in all my relationships, like in my 20s, I was, hey, could you be the one? And then I would be like, well, I don't know if the one would do this, and oh, am I actually the one for her because I'm doing this, or I'm saying, you know, it's hard. And then you're constantly comparing yourself, and like I said earlier, comparison is a thief of joy, and you're comparing yourself to what you think whatever it is that you want is.
Mhm.
And so now I'm just kind of like, no, like do I have fun with this person? Do we get along? Do we share the same beliefs? Is there stuff that she helps me with? You know, does she make me better? Do I make her better? Is this going to be a mutual thing? Because it's not just about a relationship. Now you got to think, like I'm 31. I got to think about, is this girl going to be a good mom?
Mhm.
Like, that's crazy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
do I want this girl raising my kin? Like,
Yeah.
My
what?
kin.
Like,
My
it's-
kinfolk.
Yeah, for real.
The heirs to my Rolex.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
100%. This is gonna go on my
Yes.
on my son's arm, wrist. Well, probably arm.
Precious.
Yeah.
Better pick someone good.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
true. It's a high standard. Like
Yeah.
thinking about motherhood and like, are they just nurturing
Yeah.
in general and all that kind of stuff?
What happens
It's
if
important.
something terrible happens?
Yeah.
You know, are they going to be able to support me? Am I like not support me in a way that like I'm going to be out and about, but like in a way that they can take care of me if I need it. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like a man never anticipates being down for the count,
Mhm.
but like
Yeah, but it's life.
Sometimes it happens, you know, and am I comfortable enough to be vulnerable with that person to say, hey, I need your help, you know, and that's huge. So
Yeah, definitely.
So just thinking like overall in life and relationships,
Mm-hmm.
how has faith played a part in your life?
Knowing that you're loved by the creator of the universe is something that nobody can take away from you. And it's something that gives you unlimited confidence at all times, because God doesn't pick perfect people. There's only one perfect person in the Bible, but everybody else that he's chosen to do great things, they were all flawed, and they continued to be flawed until the very end. So knowing that just because I'm not perfect, I'm still loved, and I still can be called to do something spectacular it's what gets me out of bed in the morning. Like just knowing, hey, who knows what's on the docket today? You know what I mean? Who could I run into today? What could happen today? What, literally across the board, anything. Having that potential every day because I have a relationship with God it makes me feel like I can do anything. Like I'm just like, I can almost write and direct my own movie, you know, and like my life is my movie. So like, that's the way it feels.
And you can.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's
Right.
so cool.
Yeah.
Would you mind sharing like a bit of your testimony, like how you came to find your faith?
Yeah. I got injured in Italy and I was there for like 2 or 3 months, and then they sent me home, and my whole life it was, I'm going to be a professional basketball player. So I had no idea who I was. In college, they told me what to eat, where to go, what to change into, everything. I mean, my whole life was scheduled, and it wasn't me setting the schedule. So when I actually had the calendar in my hands and I was setting my own schedule, I didn't even know who I was. And I was bitter because that was what I was supposed to be doing in my mind. So I was like, God, like, why'd you do this?
Mm-hmm.
And then I came across this guy, Lucas Miles, and he had a sermon about how God's perfect and he's not responsible for your pain, but through him you can overcome the obstacle of pain and suffering. And it made me switch it, because I was a big believer of, you know, God puts the heaviest burdens on the shoulders he knows can carry them.
Mm-hmm.
But when you really dissect that, I don't agree with it at all.
Yeah.
Jesus' yoke, he says, is easy. It's light. Like he brings the burden from you, not puts it on you.
Mm-hmm.
So through that, you know, it's sometimes God might put a roadblock into something so you can make it right, because that's actually the safest way to go or the best way to go for you. So for me, it completely flipped everything I knew about God on its head, because I was like, oh, well, God knows that I can carry this and I'm so strong and da, da, da. And meanwhile, it's like, no. Like I'm weak. Like I need God to carry this for me.
Mm-hmm.
So it was reversed.
Yeah, that's such a powerful perspective shift, because I think that is something that a lot of people struggle with. Like, if God is good, then why do these things happen? When in reality, it's like these things are happening because the world is faulted and because of sin. Right. It's not because of God. But you're right. Like, through God, you can get through anything, and you can have the yoke be easy and light. And like, I just think that's like so important.
Yeah, 100%. Because like we're imperfect creatures in an imperfect world. Even in the Bible, it says that the rain will fall on the just and unjust alike. So we're imperfect creatures in an imperfect world. Bad things are bound to happen, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't continue to aim at the target. It doesn't mean we shouldn't continue to follow the straight path, or at least try our hardest, because we're never going to follow it. We're always going to zigzag on the path. But I wish more people understood the whole context behind sin too, because you're right. The world is slighted and the world is weird because of sin. But the original term for sin is kata, and kata means to miss the bullseye. So it means, it was an archer's term. So when they missed the bullseye, it was called kata, which means that when you're sinning, it's not that you're doing evil things and stuff like that. I mean, it could be, absolutely. But it also means that you're just not living up to your potential. You're not doing the right things. Like if you eat McDonald's every day, like technically that would be a sin, because you're not living up to your potential. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, it's like sin is the absence of God. So it's like if you're doing anything without God in your heart or your mind, it's like, okay, that's technically sin. Yeah, exactly. And you're also not living up to who God wants you to be. So like Jesus is the only person that didn't sin. It also means that he lived up to his potential, you know, which is sick. He's the only person in history to live up to their potential. But because Jesus died for us for our sins, we now don't have to live up to our potential to still receive gifts. And it's kind of like how it was, like, you know, with David, he was flawed, but he still was a great king, you know, and that's kind of
that's where I wish more people understood that, hey, listen, look at all of the microscopic sins too, because those are the things that build up over time.
Mm-hmm.
If you eat McDonald's every day, maybe you get a little heavier, and then you're definitely going to get heavier. But then it's like, okay, well, now you're going to have bitterness, and then you're going to start having a little more judgment for yourself, which means that you're going to have judgment for others. And then it's just going to have this downward spiral effect. But if you take care of the little things, the bigger things almost take care of themselves,
Yeah. I love that.
Beautiful. Wow.
That's so cool.
Snaps for you. That was
Like snaps.
awesome.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Should we get into some
Rapid fire?
Rapid fire.
All right, let me get some coffee first.
Yes.
Get cozy.
This coffee's so good.
It is
It
really
is.
good.
And I'm like a coffee snob.
Yeah, it's really good.
Are you?
Mhm.
Are you?
Okay. That could be our first question. Nespresso or
Ooh.
espresso machine?
Or Keurig, Nespresso or Keurig.
Actually, I've never had an espresso.
Oh.
Yeah,
And you're a coffee snob?
I guess I'm not.
How do you make your coffee?
I'll normally do like a French press, or
Oh, yeah, you're a snob.
Yeah,
I'm
you're a
also
snob.
like, I also have a Keurig. Like,
Oh
and
my
that's-
gosh.
Frick yeah, so do
Yeah,
I.
yeah. And, like,
and I
I'll
get
honestly-
bashed on all the time.
Yeah, but like I'll do the Starbucks coffee because for whatever reason that's like my favorite one. It's like the caramel one, and then I'll do it, and then I'll do like a little zzz thing,
Uh-huh.
the frother,
Yeah.
and then I'll
Little
pour.
zzz.
Yeah, so I'll pour in like a plastic cup, and then it goes, and then I'll put it on top, and I'll do like that little thing.
Oh my
and then
gosh,
a
you
little
make designs.
Well, when I'm feeling happy.
gosh.
When it's like Sunday, and I'm like,
Sure.
oh cool, let's go.
Feeling your best.
Yeah,
What do you
Yeah.
do? A heart? A leaf? A blob?
I'll normally draw Leia, my
Oh,
dog. No, I'm just kidding. I
wow.
don't do that. I'll just pretty much just like go like that to where it's just like zigzagged.
Okay.
Oh,
I like it.
Yeah.
Special.
Nothing
Artsy.
crazy.
Okay. Harry Styles or Justin Bieber?
Justin Bieber, 10 out of 10.
What?
Dude, I'm a huge believer. I love Believer.
I mean, I
Believer.
love Justin.
How are you feeling about him right now? Are you worried about his mental state?
No, I think
he's
everybody's overthinking it, and now he's
Okay.
just like sick. I'm getting great engagement, and he's just kind of doing his own thing. Like he just had a kid.
Yeah.
Like I do think that there's some weird stuff going on with the ladies in his life. So, like,
Haley?
yeah, I
What
don't
do you
know.
think?
I was watching a lot of stuff about like how her infatuation with Selena has like been weird.
Oh, you're on that side of TikTok.
Yikes.
The
I
Selena
literally
versus
popped
Haley.
up on my YouTube and I was like, what
It
the heck is this?
happens.
But like, I like Selena. I like Haley. I'm like, cool. Like Benny
Yeah.
Blanco's sick, but I also think that Justin's kind of just out there. And I mean, not to mention all of the,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Diddy.
Say it.
Oh,
You
I
can
wasn't
say
gonna-
it.
Yeah, we've talked about Diddy.
Yeah.
The
Okay,
Diddy of
okay,
it
okay.
all. Yeah. Mhm.
so that's where I think he's probably having a little bit of a freak out. And then he's just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to do what I want to do. And he's not as pedicured as
Yeah.
some of the other celebrities out there,
Uh-huh.
who have like a PR team and stuff. Because Justin's
Yeah.
kind of been off the radar. He's doing Skylark or something like that, his new clothing company. He's doing basketball for that. So I think he's just doing what he wants to do now and saying screw everybody.
Yeah, he's
And
busy.
and
Maybe he's just trolling us all.
that's what happened with like Ryan Garcia. Like
Who's
the
Ryan
boxer,
Garcia?
he went like crazy loony, and then like
Oh.
after his fight, he's like, "Yeah, that was all a big shtick." I was like,
Honestly,
"Was
that's
it
kind of
though?"
funny.
Like that's,
Wow.
but it was crazy. Like
Kind
he
of
looked
a
like he was
power
going
move.
manic. Yeah, for sure. So I'm wondering if he's doing something like that. I don't think there's an agenda to it, but I it's a little bit embarrassing. I had a dream. I've had a couple of dreams that I like, met Justin Bieber and him and I were boys.
Really?
Yeah.
Aw.
Maybe it'll happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that was like 18 and like 24, like when I was having the dream. So I was like, okay, something's going to happen. But
So you're bound to have another one soon.
Yeah.
Basically. Is
yeah,
that math?
honestly, yeah,
Okay.
6 years.
Yeah.
I'm a little overdue.
I've had dreams that Harry Styles and I got married.
So
So,
you're Harry Styles over Justin?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, through and through.
Wow.
Hmm
You guys could both wear dresses at the wedding.
You know, that's what people always say. Oh, he wears dresses. I'm like, he can wear whatever the heck he wants.
I mean, he could
don't
rock
care.
it. Like he's a very
He's the only one that can rock it.
he's like a pretty guy. You know what I'm saying?
he's a beautiful
He's
man.
handsome.
Yeah, yeah.
A specimen.
But I think Justin, like the
His music's so good.
Justin?
Yeah.
Or Harry?
Who do you
Okay,
think is a
Justin.
better singer,
Ooh,
Harry
great
Styles
question.
or Justin Bieber?
Justin.
Really?
They're just
Yeah.
different though.
They
Like,
are
I feel like
different.
Justin
They are different.
raps and sings and
But Harry has so much more range. I feel like Justin's always like the same.
I think Harry's more talented. But Justin has a good voice and can rap.
But have you seen like when Justin goes up on Kid Leroy and he's like,
Yeah,
like,
he's
and he's like
good.
he's like hammered and he's just like singing
he's like leaning on
perfect.
the.
And he's like, I
Yeah.
forgot the words, even freestyle during it. I was like, wow, like he's actually that guy. And
They're
he can play
so
drums,
talented,
guitar,
both of them.
piano. Like,
Yeah.
he's
When he
yeah.
sings worship is what it gets me
Yeah.
with Maverick City.
Yeah.
So good.
But have you
He's-
heard Sign of the Times?
No.
Have you heard
I'm not
Falling?
big
Can I
on.
suggest a song for
I've
you?
heard Night Changes.
Oh,
No, that's One Direction.
That's a great song. That's
Okay,
like,
it's a good song.
That's the
That
one that like
is
brings up Harry
great.
Styles for
Kiwi?
sure.
yeah.
Matilda?
Yeah. Oh, I
I
love
won't do
him.
it.
I have a
Okay,
lot of
you can
respect
have
for Harry
Justin, I'll
Styles,
Harry.
but I just have more respect for Justin.
Next one. Spotify or Apple Music?
Apple Music.
Really?
What?
Yeah, 100%. Like you can do karaoke on Apple Music.
Are you a serial killer? Sorry, wait, what?
Yeah, now I'm about to change you. You literally you can play a Justin Bieber song or a Harry Styles song if you so choose, and then you lower the lyrics, and then it gives you the instrumental, and it has all the lyrics right there.
So do you just hang out by yourself and sing
In the car.
karaoke?
In the car, I will. And then, yeah, like if I'm
Brutal.
walking around the house or doing laundry or something, I have karaoke playing and I'm just singing. I love singing.
I'm so
Just
sorry. You just had the instrumental playing for you in the background, and you're the main
and then
singer.
I know the words, and I'm singing. And like I'll
Wow.
practice
That's
singing because
incredible.
in my head I'm like, okay, I'm at karaoke, and like I just practice.
That's so incredible.
yeah.
Wow, you're really waiting for your moment to shine on the stage, I
Well,
think.
I feel like it's just making sure you have all of the little moments ready to go. Like
He's
that's kinda-
always practicing.
yeah,
He's
you're always practicing
always ready.
something.
He's
Yeah.
always ready.
Okay, my next one. Have you ever cheated or been cheated on?
Been cheated on.
Really?
Sure. And then I did cheat on like a high school girl
Oh,
Yeah,
what
a long time
happened?
ago. I liked another girl. It's just me being stupid.
Just the
and
hormones
young.
taking
Yeah.
over.
I will say, like, being cheated on sucks. I've been cheated on a lot, but cheating on somebody like hurts worse. In the
Yeah,
craziest
because you're like,
way.
how could I do that?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
like, because it doesn't even feel like it was you. Like it was
Mhm.
crazy.
How did you find out that they cheated on you?
Great question.
Some told me, others like there would just be like a random number calling phone. I'd be like, wait, who's that? And then, yeah, and I mean, they were not good relationships. And then that same number would text.
My
yeah.
biggest fear is like you don't know about it, and then you like get married. That's my biggest fear. Like you
Yeah.
hear of all the people that like cheat on bachelor and bachelorette trips.
Yeah.
It's like if the groomsmen don't tell or vice versa, like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's
I am
really
having a
scary.
joint bachelorette trip.
Yes,
We'll go to
that's
like
Are
Napa
you?
or something. Hell yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
think
I'm
that's
not
so
doing
fun.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. I want to know your friends. Like even some of the,
Yeah.
like obviously I'm going to know like her friends, but like I'm also like, there's going to be other ones. And then they meet my friends. And it's like this just
Yeah.
joining. And like, it's
Yeah.
always going to
It'd
work
be
out
so
good
fun.
because it's like, it's y'all's people, you know?
Yeah.
So that's, I'm no.
We've
I'm
talked
not-
about that
I
too.
love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's not very popular. I think that'd be so fun. We were talking about like a camp.
I think
like
that
a-
there's like a stigma behind that of like, oh, you can't like let
can't,
them
like,
go
have
have
fun.
fun. But I
Yeah.
think what's more fun than being with your best friend and all of your people together?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, this is the like groomsmen and bridal party who are going to be together at the wedding. So how fun
Exactly.
that everybody
Build some
gets to know each
chemistry.
other before.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, yeah.
100%. And then I think it amplifies the wedding for sure.
Yeah.
And then I don't like, what am I going to go do? Like go to a strip club? Like I've never been to a strip club. So like, I'm not going to go do that. Like
Yeah.
it's just the weirdest, I don't know. It's like, oh, it's your last single night. I'm like,
But
you're
it's
not
not.
single.
sucks.
You're not
Yeah,
single.
right.
You're-
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like, just because you're like,
It defeats the point,
I
I feel
don't,
like,
yeah.
of what we're
I don't
celebrating.
do that. I don't think I've ever even been on a bachelor trip because I'm just like, I don't want to partake. in it.
Shenanigans.
Yeah.
'cause it's like,
Honestly, good for you.
because, well, like, if that's my boy and like, he does something that he shouldn't do, and like, I have to go to the wedding and I have to see his wife, and I'm like that would
Yeah.
I'd feel terrible,
Mhm.
you know? So I don't know.
Yeah, we've met people where they've kept it a secret and they didn't tell.
Yeah.
It's hard. Like that's a moral dilemma.
Yeah.
Do you share?
Yeah.
But then it eats away at you forever.
Yeah.
And then it's just like a cancer growing inside of you.
Yeah.
I don't like
Mm.
Brutal. Okay, on a lighter note.
it. Rapid fire.
Yeah.
Well, we have some red flag versus green flag rapid
Okay,
fire.
let's go. All right.
Okay. So red or green flag? Horoscopes. She's
Red.
into them. Red flag?
Red.
Do you know your horoscope?
I'm a Libra,
Okay. I don't know.
but
what
like
that means.
I don't.
Neither.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
don't really.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it. I think if you put a bunch of faith into something that can be changing all the time, and I also think there's a lot of people who just write things that are random that are very general, and
Yeah.
people are like, "Oh, that's me."
It's me.
But like I do believe that there's a connection to when you're born or whatever, but like I don't believe that it holds that much power.
Okay.
Agree.
Yeah.
Red flag or green flag? She's a Swiftie.
Red.
Red? Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Red.
You're
Good
gonna
for
get
you.
torn to shreds.
Yeah, you are.
I know, and that's fine. But like I have a lot of respect for Taylor Swift. I think I like her old stuff, her old country. Like Mean is one of my favorite songs of all time.
Really?
Like,
Banger.
yeah, it's a banger. Yeah.
I don't like that one. That's like my sorry.
What's the Romeo and Juliet one too?
Love
Banger.
Story.
Love
Yeah.
Story.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
like
incredible.
that version of Taylor.
Yeah.
Speak
Now is a great album.
But I just think like there's a lot of the obsession over her is what I find to be a red flag. If you're not obsessed, if you like her music, that's great. But like the obsession to where it's like, oh my gosh, you did this, and this means this, and I'm like
I have to go to every concert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, oh, this means this, and that means it this, and there's like this whole like
Like all the Easter eggs.
all like the red lines that are drawing around everywhere, and I'm just like, oh, like we don't need to obsess about somebody that much.
Yeah.
So
okay, so it's okay if they like Taylor Swift, but if they're Swiftie,
I like Taylor Swift, but it's the whole trend of like obsessing over her, and who can obsess over Taylor the most. Yeah, is the coolest. And I'm like, I don't like that.
Okay. So all right, red or green? Her best friend is a boy.
Red.
Red.
Okay. Yeah,
that's solid. I would agree.
Yeah, I don't want to get into it.
We don't dabble. Okay, red flag or green flag? She's overly competitive.
I don't mind. I think that's a beige. That's a nice little yellow.
Beige.
Yeah, I don't think that. I like competition, and like if we go bowling, I don't want you to be like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I want to be like, no, like let's chirp each other. Like come on, like let's see what you got. Like this is great. Overly competitive. If I have to pick one, it's competitive would be green, but overly competitive leads me to say red.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm overly competitive, and it's a red flag.
Might be tough.
Yeah, it's
okay. Yeah, it sucks to care. I feel that. I feel that in pickleball and volleyball.
Oh my gosh, because then you're just like, it makes it so much more fun, but it makes the result so much more impactful.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't change it about me. I love being competitive.
The only problem is I wish I could celebrate wins more, because when I win, I'm like, yeah, that's expected.
Yeah, I should have won.
Yeah, right.
So what,
like I'm supposed to win. If I lose, I fumble. Like it sucks. I fumbled.
True.
So,
true.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, we kind of touched on this one already, but red or green, they're TikTok famous. Red.
Yeah, even for me, like red, because like I know I'm putting myself into these, and I'm kind of calling it out within myself too, because I know what kind of DMs I get, and I know what kind of attention that I get and stuff like that, and that definitely gets at me for sure.
Yeah,
you know? and it's hard.
I feel like it takes you have to put in a lot of work to stay grounded in the position you're in.
Yeah. Right.
And like, if you don't, it could easily slip away. Like ego, pride, like that has to come really naturally in that world.
Definitely. Yeah. And you're essentially the product. I think a lot of influencers focus on themselves, so they focus on their own product, whereas I'm more focused on the production. And I think that's a great way to get your ego out of it, to where it's focus on the creative, focus on the storytelling, focus on the actual plot of your life rather than focusing on who you are. Because when you focus on who you are, then you start thinking, oh, all these people that are viewing my stories and all these people that are viewing my TikToks, they're all here for me. It's like, no, they're not. They're here for the story that you're telling. Yeah, and that's when if I can just focus on the story and bring the story to life, then it's not me. And then I can still pass through without any ego-driven thoughts.
Good. Do you go to therapy? Wow. Impressive. Impressive. Okay, red flag or green flag? She drives a Tesla.
Green. I like Tesla.
Okay.
I want a Tesla because...
Do you want a Cybertruck?
I have one on pre-order. It's been ready to go for the past 4 months, but the problem is like...
All the recalls?
Well, not even that. I don't even care about that. I'm more like, I can get a Model Y for $20,000.
What's a Model Y?
It's like the mid-size SUV.
Okay.
I only want a Tesla because it'll drive itself. I travel so much that I take Ubers everywhere.
Yeah.
But when I get home, and even like driving here, I used to love road trips. Now I'm like, I don't want to have to drive. I'm sitting in traffic. I'm like, I wish I could just press the button. I'm like, I've never even driven a Tesla, and I'm like already spoiled by it.
You just want to be a passenger princess.
I would love that
so much. That's all you want.
But it's just like the traffic, and then I want to be able to like answer emails or do something while I'm driving. I feel so unproductive that, I mean, like when I'm driving, there's so much time, and it's very meditative, but I want to do work. I want to work on stuff while I'm sitting down and I actually have nothing to do.
Yeah, I agree. I don't trust them though. I was like, I send emails while I drive, which is not safe, but I don't trust them. Like they're electric. Like they could hit somebody if I'm emailing.
So they have less accidents than humans.
I don't believe it.
All right.
Give it time.
Okay. I do think that there's a lot that they need to learn. I would definitely feel uncomfortable. Like my head would be on a swivel if it's driving me. But
Like, one wire is crossed, it's game over.
I mean, that's the same as a regular car.
Same with roller coasters.
That's scary.
Crazy. Crazy concept.
Okay,
And
next
airplanes.
one. Red or green? Lets dogs sleep in bed.
That's a green.
Bright green, bright green.
Deep forest
Yeah,
green.
what do you mean? The dog gets her own pillow.
Ye-
Well, at least my dog does.
If
I will sleep on the floor so my dog can sleep on the bed.
Yeah. I can't sleep without my dog on the
Yeah,
bed.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And that's all she knows. Like,
That's just a better life, a better
yeah.
sleep.
I dated this. Yeah, no, I dated this one girl who didn't let that happen, and I was like, I
Oh.
don't know
Bye.
if this is gonna last
Immediately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, it didn't last much longer after that, but that wasn't the reason why. But it may have been. I don't know.
Red flag.
Okay. Red flag or green flag? They vape.
Red flag.
Mm.
I think if the problem with nicotine or anything that could be considered addictive is you start to serve it. And when you start to serve it, it becomes a god in your life. And that's the problem. Like, it's fine. Like, if they're the type of person that's like, oh, they'll have a hit of a vape when they're drinking or something like that. And it's like, that's not a big deal. But if you're like addicted and you have to breathe through the thing, like, it's bad. So like,
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that they'd be serving this, I don't know, plastic contraption.
Yeah.
Carcinogen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Red or green is a horrible texter.
Red.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you a big texter?
Well, I think texts are very important, and you don't have to text all the time, but there's a way you can articulate what you're doing or how you're feeling in a very simple way. Cause that's kind of like me. Like, I get very busy, but I try to make an effort to say, hey, listen, this, and this, and blah, 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 blah. And that way it's like, okay, I can get it out of the way. Here you go. Like, here's my update for you. Like, I need updates. If it's just like ghost, I'm like, well, what the heck is this?
Just
You know
out of
what I mean?
respect. Yeah.
So like, terrible texting, don't like, but I'm huge on communication.
yeah.
Just those little snippets. That's all I really need.
Yeah.
Red flag or green flag? Love Star Wars.
Green,
Green.
dark green,
Dark green.
Yeah.
We love.
like a lightsaber green.
Neon
Dog
Okay.
in bed with Star Wars on the TV.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Got it.
Okay.
Amazing.
Next one. Red or green? She's team Blake Lively. Do you know the lore?
I know the lore, but like,
Come on.
I feel like everybody sucks.
You got to pick one. Red flag or green flag?
Red,
All right.
Nice.
Good answer.
That's right. That's what we like to hear.
but I do love Ryan still
Why?
because
Because he's in the Marvel movies.
no, because I think he's a creative genius. Actually, I met him, but
Have you heard?
He's really nice. No.
Okay.
What have I not heard?
Well, he seems to be more involved in the Baldoni and Blake Lively drama than.
Yeah, with Nice Pool.
Yes.
That was Baldoni. Yeah.
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 Or is that his name? Baldoni.
Yeah.
Okay,
Justin
cool.
Baldoni.
Haha.
Nice
Pop
job.
culture,
Look at
what up?
you. Am I next?
Yeah.
Okay. Red flag or green flag? She claps when the plane lands.
Red. Like, no, that guy's not even really doing it. It's mostly autopilot. So
That's
like,
incredible.
you're kind of just, I don't know. Yeah. Red.
Don't discredit the pilot like that.
No,
you didn't
no.
even do anything, man.
The pilots are there to make sure everything goes according to plan, but they're not actually landing the plane.
That's
Because a lot of
so
times it's so
funny.
foggy they can't even see. So you rely on LiDAR and
Sorry?
the LiDAR, like it's like thermal. They have
Okay.
thermal, LiDAR, and I think it's like some type of night vision or something like that. Yeah.
So if she claps,
Infrared.
what do you do? Do you give her side eye or like?
I'm like, hey, let's not do that.
Tone it down.
honestly, Yeah.
That's incredible.
Okay, last one. Red
Uh-huh.
or green? They're Disney adults.
Like I love Disney.
Yeah.
Like I like going to Disney. So like a season pass is basically a cover to get into the coolest bar in America. That's the way I think about it. Cause like
Wow.
you can go around, you can drink, and it's so clean. The food's pretty good. It's relatively cheap for the drinks and everything. And then you get to just wait in line, have a drink, ride a ride, go get another drink.
Yeah.
So like that's the way I see Disney. Do I have Mickey Mouse ears? No.
Yeah.
Dude, am I like, dude, do I have a bumper sticker on my car that says magical place on earth? No, I don't. But like, I do enjoy Disney. Their movies need to pick it up a little bit because they're really losing their sense of self. But I would say red flag Disney adult, green flag Disney fan,
Okay.
or Disney theme park fan.
Okay, picture this. She's your dreamboat. She's Sydney Sweeney, if you will.
Not my
She's
dreamboat.
whoever you want. Okay,
Okay.
well, whoever your dream person
We'll
is.
say Sydney though.
But she wants to wear matching shirts and matching ears at Disneyland.
No,
No.
Really?
sorry, Sid.
Sorry, Sid.
No.
Sweet Sid.
They
Can't
broke
It's not
it up.
happening.
Matching shirts. I don't know. I'm too big.
Yeah.
I'm just like, everyone's like, oh, look at this big guy. Just like, I'm with Minnie. I'm with Mickey. Like, no, I don't think I could do that.
That's awesome.
Not for Sydney?
I don't think
Wait,
I could
who's
for
your
Sydney.
dream boat then?
I don't know. I don't really have celeb crushes like that.
Okay.
I
honestly,
don't believe you. You're a boy.
I swear. I hot take. I think most celebrities are overrated.
For sure,
Yeah.
of course.
So I'm like, everyone's like, oh,
Yeah.
look how pretty. I'm like, if I saw her at the bar, I don't know if I'd even go up to her, like, and like to say, introduce myself. Like, you know what
Wow,
I mean?
tough
Like,
crowd.
well, yeah, you gotta be when you've been through the stuff I've
Margot
been through.
Robbie?
For sure. Margot
I
Robbie.
would.
Margot Robbie.
I'd
is-
go up to her.
Yes, no, for sure.
Switch for sure.
I didn't realize she's like what 29, 30?
I
No,
think
she's
she's like
older.
35.
I think.
Oh, is that what it was?
Maybe.
Okay, maybe I knew that when I was like 25.
And she
Yeah, I
actually
realize
is
that,
frozen
yeah.
in time.
Yeah, no, she's awesome. I think I don't know as a person. Maybe
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
She's Australian, so she's got to be great.
She has to be cool.
Yeah.
She is Australian. I forgot.
Okay, red flag or green flag? She has one. Sorry.
To say?
One what? One eye?
Just one eye.
To say she has one of those in all the time. That could be taken in a lot of different ways.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Hold
Compose myself.
Okay.
Red flag or green flag? She has one AirPod in all the time.
Oh, red.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I like if we're talking, you have an AirPod in. I'm like, is there music?
Yeah.
coming from that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I put AirPods in when I don't want to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
And
I think
if-
it's so
Or when-
disrespectful
Yeah.
if you're hanging out with somebody.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah.
to the
Thank
Tuesday
you.
Tea,
This is so much fun.
our first Mister of the Month.
Yes.
Where can our Tuesday Tears find you on socials?
Instagram Tyler Bergantino, TikTok Tyler.Bergantino.
Mm.
I know the Tyler Bergantino who has the real one.
No,
Yeah,
and he
there's
won't give it to you?
I didn't ask. He's a nice guy.
Oh.
I want to do a video with him. He lives up in Massachusetts, so we're related
that's
somehow.
crazy.
I think.
Oh my gosh, how funny.
Yeah,
Well, what
So
are the
pretty cool.
chances?
very
Especially
slim.
in
Like,
Massachusetts.
Tyler Bergantino.
Yeah.
Like that's not even a crazy.
Wow.
But Tyler.Bergantino on TikTok, and then Threads, and then YouTube Tyler Bergantino. So
Cool.
I'm excited for a new YouTube series. I'm
I know
starting,
it's
so,
going to take off.
yeah,
I'm sure
yeah.
it's going to be so exciting.
It'll be a good time.
And it's going to
Yeah.
be more vlog
Yeah.
style.
Vlog style, a touch of pod. I like to call it like a VOD, but
A VOD,
yeah,
okay.
VOD.
Fun.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me. This is
thank
great.
you. All right, we'll see you guys next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.